You don't want love, you want permission to orbit my light without the mission. You like the way I hold space, but not accountability. You sip my peace like wine and call it chemistry. You speak in maybes, move in convenience. Show up loud, disappear when it's inconvenient. You love my body calm, my mind too sharp. You want the benefit, not the part where you grow a heart. Good intentions don't audition, they arrive prepared. Bad intentions hurts affection, then vanish when it's time to care. What was your intention with me? Be honest, don't clean it up. Was I a refuge, a distraction, or just somewhere soft to dump your stuff? Good intentions don't confuse me, they don't breadcrumb my worth. Bad intentions feel like hunger, dressed up as let's see where this goes first. So tell me, what was your intention with me? You confuse mystery with depth and silence with restraint, but avoidance ain't emotional intelligence, it's just fear, wearing cologne and restraint. You like how I understand but hate being understood. You want me intuitive, patient while you stay comfortably misunderstood. You call it moving slow, but you're moving scared. You want loyalty on layaway and trust you haven't earned. You ask for grace like it's automatic but never extend it back. You want divine access with a surface level contract. If it's real, it's consistent. If it's fake, it's poetic. If it's love, it expands me. If it's you, it's exhausting and aesthetic. What was your intention with me? Entertainment or truth? You wanted the glow, not the grounding, the reward, not the proof. Good intentions feel clarifying, like breath after a storm. Bad intentions feel exciting, then leave me colder than before I was warm. So tell me, what was your intention with me? Let me make it simple. If I have to ask, it's already wrong. If I feel anxious, it's already off. If your effort expires when comfort ends, you didn't want me. You wanted access to how I love. I'm not a lesson, I'm not a phase, I'm not a right now till you're brave. I'm not your mirror, I'm not your muse, I'm not your healing if you refuse. What was your intention with me? Cause mine was clean and clear. I showed up whole, not half interested, not hiding behind fear. Good intentions leave no residue, they don't haunt, they don't linger. Bad intentions leave fingerprints and act surprised when I pull my energy back quicker. Next time you want my softness, bring your spine. Next time you want my body, bring intention that can stand the test of time. Because confusion is not chemistry, and proximity is not love. You knew what you were doing.
Georgia, Georgia.
Yo, just pulled up to the Love Palace. Ain't no cap here, just facts and feels. D and Kel's on the mic, we talking ships, all kinds. Pull up. and unpack. Listen to friendships that held me down through the struggle. Companions who dipped when I stepped out the bubble. Family ties that tug, some tight, some frayed. But we lay it all out, let the truth get played. No judgment, just lessons on velvet chairs. We speak from the gut, raw love, stripped bare. Got a steed, got that glow like sage in the wind. Queen Coles hit the mic, truth spilling again.
Chips, we talking, we walking, no filters, just real. Love Palace, the spot where your soul can heal. All them ties, all those vibes, we ain't letting them drown. We lift ships up, never tear them down. With
Situationships with benefits and
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? We here. We here. Y'all hear us? Can y'all hear us? Let us know if y'all can hear us. We was having some difficulties over here. There we go. If we did. Well, no, we ain't.
Why? What happened?
There we go. Just about. Just,
Oh,
and let me be great.
that's me.
Oh, hey. We got somebody in the chat, y'all. Somebody in the chat. So God is D. It is Tuesday. Love the show today. It was wonderful. Loved it.
Thank you.
So how are you today and how is your mental health?
You know what? I'm feeling pretty good. I tried some new vegan recipes today. Still gotta perfect them, but it's okay.
Good.
It was good.
Okay.
It was good. And my mental health is good. I've been in good spirits.
Okay, all right. I'll take a good spirit for $300.
How's your mental health today?
Oh, my mental health is all right. I'm not gonna have no complaints. Let me say that. I'm not gonna
I won't complain.
I'm
Ain't that what they
Yep,
say?
that's what
They be
say.
thinking I don't know.
That's where I'm at right now. So I'll say it is what it is, and we here to live another day. So I'll take that.
That part.
So do they know why we're here today, right? Y'all was watching the show, right? I think y'all was all over there messing with her. So the Love Palace. Some of y'all still lingering around looking at the Love Palace. Have y'all had a tour? I ain't had a tour yet. Okay. Well, now we're over here at my place. Thank y'all for showing up, Cloud Watchers. Come on down, say hey. I know we in my house. We talking about some good stuff today. And no, it ain't no cop out for people that's just looking at the title and saying y'all trying to justify.
Yeah.
But this is not a justification thing. It's a word thing. And it's dealing with intention as well. So in everything there's duality in everything. So you can have a positive and a negative effect to almost everything that you're doing. So this is one of them. There could be a positive and there could be a negative. Two things can be true at the same time. This is one of them.
Yeah. And like it says here, if you look at our beautiful, beautiful screen, it's all about the intention that's behind it. And when it comes down to it, that's what it is with everything. But when you manipulating, and like I said on the show, shout out to Aladdin, because I always thought negative. When I heard manipulate, you better not try to manipulate me. You're trying to manipulate me. You know, you're manipulating. Yeah. It's like manipulation. And it's like, and even when, like how I did on Daily Dose of D, when it went to the words, it was never the intention to be something negative until it started going to people's mental health.
Yeah.
And that's when it was like, you're trying to manipulate my mental health. And manipulating your mental health It's good and bad too. It
Yeah.
just depends. Like the dude said on mine, if I see my son's in danger, I'm gonna manipulate the situation the best way I can so he won't be in danger.
Right. I think that going to therapy is manipulating your mental health.
Oh yeah.
The fact that you could choose,
Yeah.
the fact that you could even wake up and choose the fact that you need to go get help and then go seek that help out and then actually actively go and do what it takes to
You're
get the help
manipulating
done.
your mental
You're manipulating your mental health because you're not trying to be the old. You're
Mhm.
literally taking steps to be the new and improved version of yourself.
Mhm.
So in that, there's manipulation too.
Right. So girl, it's like just having an aha moment when you brought it to me. I was like, what you mean, girl? Manipulation is somebody trying to control you, which don't get it twisted. It's
Yeah.
that too. But like Kel said, there's duality, which is good and bad in all things.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, blessed to be.
Hey.
It's duality in all things. And we really make it a point. I know me and Kels are really trying to make a point because in society, everything is so negative.
Everything.
Don't nobody think positive first. So we've been trying to implement individually and together as family. Like, let's not just go to the negative. Like she said, when she said, "What's manipulation to you?" I was like, "Oh no!" I went into this whole long drawn out thing about how if they trying to take advantage of you, and then when I really looked at the word, it's so funny how over history a word can change.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like other things in it.
Right.
But you know, the meaning of it really means to like fix. It's even I like you can relate to a healer.
Yeah. Being able to take somebody from one state of being to another state. You know what I mean? That is, you're manipulating. And everything you have to manipulate. It's when you put the ION on it and you have that verb to it and it becomes manipulation. You know what I mean? And then even in manipulation, you are influencing somebody. But if you're say for instance, you have a person that you love in your life and say they're under the influence of drugs or alcohol, right? And you get with your family members and you like, really gotta give this family member some help, right? And y'all all get together and y'all want to have an intervention, right? This person don't know they about to be
that's how that show
put into intervention, right?
Right.
And they probably ain't gonna like it, right?
Right.
Just being honest.
They usually don't.
You're manipulating the situation, yes, to help y'all, but it's more to help the person that's actually going through it. You're there to try to find space for this person to be able to get help. So you're manipulating the situation. And I used to, for a long time, I used to get mad because people used to do wordplay on me and say words to me, and I wouldn't really understand the definition of words until I just started looking them up. And I'm so adamant. My husband was very adamant about words. He would tell our sons and our daughters, look it up. Go get the dictionary. What's this word? Go get the dictionary. Because after I was like, I'll be taught. I was tired of people trying to play word games, and people still do it to this day. They'll say certain things like they'll be like, "Oh, you trying to manipulate?" And if you're a person that don't truly know what manipulation means, you'll get on defense. You're like, "I'm not trying to manipulate you," and you really might be trying to manipulate the situation, but not in a bad way. For it to be taken as I'm trying to do something to you, or I'm trying to take something away from you, or I'm trying to harm you. I'm manipulating this situation because I know what this outcome may lead to. And yet you may not know, but it may be something for the best. It should be something for the best of both of us.
It should. It really should. So, like, it was a new perspective.
What y'all think about manipulation?
Can a relationship actually be good? Can manipulation be good in a relationship? And I'm gonna go back to it's all about that intention.
Yeah.
So it can. Yes, it can.
Yes, it can.
Yes.
It absolutely can. With right intentions. The intent is what matters overall. What is the intent? What are we trying to accomplish here? What are you trying to accomplish? And I feel like I said, is it going to be the best for all parties?
So like that example that I had a daily dose of D. If you have a boat, right, and you're using the row, the board, or to row, right? But there's boats that have the actual engine, and you can't always see the engine. So it's sort of manipulating because you can't see. You can see when you have the oar, right? But the engine you can't really see unless you really go look. So it said to manipulate it, use the oar. The manipulation is the engine that you can't see that's still making the boat move.
Yeah.
So I was like,
yeah, because it's still
manipulated.
It's gonna give you faster.
Yeah,
you're gonna be out there faster.
Yeah,
in the water, you're gonna be able to get around faster. You're gonna be tired. So I think that's a good benefit. Instead of being out there with horses, we're doing some boats now.
Oh Lord,
we didn't be.
It's so good when you start out, but when you gotta go back. Wait a minute, I didn't think this out. I made a mistake. Come get me.
You can be out there rolling for hours because you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
Being honest. But yeah. So like I would love to say that at this point in time, I'm manipulating my whole life right now. I am putting the pieces together of the things that I want right now. And I'm holding off on quick wins. You know what I mean? And when I say quick wins, it's just things that just some people settle for easy satisfaction. Like they want it fast and now. Yeah. So I'm holding off on that because I want the big wins out of this time. Like I'm going to make sure my kids is graduated like this year, next year is the two busiest years for me right now. That once those years are gone, y'all, those are years that I cannot get back. And I guarantee you, I'm not wasting them arguing with nobody. I'm not wasting them waking up to somebody that ain't none of that at all. But I'm just going to say that anything that we do right, we gonna do it the way it's supposed to be done.
So, what do you think is good manipulation in any relationship? You have any examples or things that you could think of would be good manipulation in a relationship? We always say the bad, like you said. We could think it. I know if I say all the bad manipulative ways, we don't go and run that shit down. So it's this, it's that. How is there good manipulation?
Well, good manipulation would be.
What does it look like?
Okay. What I feel, so I'm gonna tell you, I'm getting on my health stuff, right? So I will say on my health journey. Okay, on my health journey, what I will say is that, say for instance, my partner wants to go on a health journey too, right? They're not really following through. They just like, nah.
Okay.
I can do it. They doing it sometimes. So what I may do, I may cook extra meals that are healthier, take out anything that's unhealthy. And then I would invite to the gym. Invite to the gym, just keep inviting to the gym or do home workout. I might even take it a step further and do sexy home workout. Just to get him interested if he doesn't want to work out. You know what I mean? Just to get him involved in something where it looks like, okay, I can get into that. But it's a manipulation because what that will do is get this person involved in wanting to work out, wanting to eat better. You know what I mean? Really looking at, okay, she's at home doing it. So if she's at home, it can do it because most people misconstrue that you got to be at the gym to work out. No, we got treadmills, we got dumbbells around here, we got a whole sauna at the house. Like we got a lot of things that can help you on your health journey here at the house. You know what I mean? So you can do all that at home, but I think by leading by example and showing somebody sometimes could be the best way you could tell or try to manipulate.
So that's a great example. So because your intention, it still goes back to that. Yeah. Your intention is you said you want to be on a healthy, have a healthy life. So I'm going to manipulate the situation where I cook healthier, where we work out more and all that. So your intention when you're manipulating the situation is pure. And so that's when that manipulation is for the good, because it's like my intention is to do this. So like I said, it's all about attention. And with friends, like the saying, when you have, say you have a friend, or let me even go personal, a family member that has struggled with like outward speaking and reading and pronouncing words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was my thing. You would never know that I had a problem with speaking to people, but I do. I want to do that. It's my passion. And I expressed that to Kills, but I had I don't like saying fear. I was a little scared because the way I would pronounce words. Y'all be hearing me sometimes. I'll be messing up. I'm getting a lot better though. And hey, Blended, and the way she manipulated that, it was like, well, here, why don't we just say this, or she told me to ask her. You could go ahead and ask me, and then she'll make me repeat it like 7 times.
Yeah. Sure will.
And then I'd be like, oh, okay, I got it. And then I got it. Because I couldn't say reciprocity for nothing, y'all.
It's like the funny thing is,
Hey,
we didn't grow up in the South. This is what's so funny.
Yeah.
We would live in Colorado, and people would be like, "Are y'all from down south?"
Yeah.
Like, no, we live in Colorado.
Yeah.
We get out here, and we know y'all not from here, but y'all act like y'all from down south. It's really weird because that's funny.
Yeah.
And sometimes there are words and things that we say that sound so country that I'm not gonna lie, for me, sometimes it's hard to say.
Yeah.
And I've worked on my stuff over time too. Like, but hell yeah, I'm gonna make sure that everybody else in this house, if I know I have something where I can help y'all, I'm gonna help.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And not only that, on the friendship level, like even this show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
she manipulated me, y'all. Now I'm recognizing where's the bomb. Bomb on her. Her. She.
I do know such a thing. I do know such a thing. I do not do that.
I'm shit.
But even with that, like, my sister, Linda Hillen, was like, "Come on, D, I want you to come on this show, and I'm gonna ask you some questions." The first couple of shows I was like, she said, "This is yours, right?" And I'm not. Her intention, like I said, is all. That's why I have this screen up. The intention behind the manipulation is what matters.
Yeah.
If your intention, like her intention was like, I know you got this. Yeah. Almost 60 shows later. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like she was right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So your intention of when you are trying to manipulate, and it could be like we said, it could backfire. Because if you're one of them people that I didn't think I was gonna do that, that's when the manipulation. But I wouldn't even say it would be bad because people's intention. But people's intention.
I wouldn't have told you though.
Yeah.
Because like we always said that we
do
something like this. But we see, you should, man, if we had a camera when we sit and talk, sometimes y'all would be cracking up.
It's just like this.
Because
it's really like this.
Yeah. It is.
Like this.
And we were cracking up at each other, and it's fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there are serious things that we talk about too, but we talk about everything. So everything.
But like I said, that manipulation can be a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's about your intention and what you're doing. And the thing that I said at Daily Dose of D, it's not control.
Yeah.
When you're trying to manipulate to have control over somebody, that's when it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's the manipulation where you're looking for the greater good of them to help. And that, like I said, it can backfire depending on the person, but because of your intention, you would be able to explain it.
So here's the thing. I would say that I would manipulate the situation if I knew somebody and I was like, y'all, you know what? Do you know somebody that does?
Exactly.
Do you know somebody that hosts a show that could do some a broadcast with me real quick? I'm like, hell yeah, Goddess D show know how to do that. I'm gonna come and straight be like, yeah, I know somebody. Her name is Goddess D. Give her a call. Because in my mind, the worst case scenario, because I know that my cousin wants to get into talking. I know my cousin wants to do a real live show if she was able to. If I'm able to find that person before she's able to find that person, I'm about to hook her up. Like I'm about to put her in the line of sight. Now, for everybody, that might not be the case. You know, some people could take that as what you think I can't do it on my own or can't. But if I know that I could plug you, man.
Or even if you did it to the point like this what just came to me.
Mhm.
You went and actually just set it up.
Yeah.
Well, my friend did that to me too as well.
Oh, my friend did that.
What's I think about? But they already like, hey, I signed you up to do wooty wooty woo, or hey D, here's this show. If you came to me and was like, D, there's this lady came to me. You said if you want to be doing that, here's this show. The manipulation is it's not forcing me. You know that I want to do it, and it was something that it was for the good.
Man, that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to do my first go.
Exactly.
The friend that helped me out in that way.
Exactly.
And it was all love. You know what I mean? They was like, guess what? I was like, what? They was like, I got something for you. I said, yeah. She said, I said, what? She was like, you got a gig, bam. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Got to prepare myself.
So with that, is that not in a good sense?
It wasn't
manipulative.
Yes. Yeah.
Because she moved things. So remember the definition of daily density. You move things to fit correctly or make things out, like when a chiropractor manipulates your bones.
Let's go.
Or a healer says you crack your back, right? To align with your purpose.
Yeah. That's good.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
Y'all better go to sleep for
to align with your purpose.
Yeah.
And like I said, like I think in society today, we hear certain words and we automatically go to the negative. Yeah. Now, some words you can't come and say you're a narcissist, and I'm gonna say it's okay.
You can't.
But what I can say, listen to this though. All of us, I think, have traits of narcissism. So, not that saying that is good, but I'm just saying everything. So, like, if somebody says they're a narcissist, I'll be like, why you say? Because narcissists really don't really say they're narcissists. You know what I'm saying?
And we're gonna figure out what you
right, exactly, what you calling that. So, like, really, breaking it down for 2026, we as a people should start. Let's not go to the negative side. I feel we're so programmed to that, and this was a perfect example because Cass was like, "What's being having manipulate? Look at me." Manipulation. Let me slow down. I said, girl, that's when they trying to control your mind. You can't. I went in. I mean, I went in
all the way.
And she said, but when you do your hair this way and you change your hairstyle, isn't that you changing it, manipulating it? And I was like, oh. Mm-hmm. And she started giving me all these examples. When you go get your nails done and it's not your regular nails, are you like? I was like, wait a minute. Yeah. So we really need to really look at these words. And like I said, on Daily Dose of D, it was really a really good word until it started going to the mental aspect. Now, don't get me wrong. They are right with that, though, too, because people try to manipulate your brain.
That's the first thing that lives in. Y'all watch the news. Y'all get manipulated all day, every day. Like, let's just be real here. There's a lot of things. You got social media manipulating. Mm-hmm. You got a whole lot of things manipulated. Like, let's be real. We are being manipulated by a whole lot of different things. It is real. I know a person right now that be trying to do the word game on me, talk about, oh yeah, if you can't be used, then what are you built for? And at first I almost took offense at it because I know what the person was trying to be funny about, but the way that they were using the word was saying, truly, you should be. If you're a person, you should be able to be used for the things that you need, not in a bad way, but you should be able to service or help somebody out. Mm-hmm. Like that should be something that you should be able to do. Mm-hmm. And so that's why, like, in everything I started learning, like, let's see what these words really mean, because people try to gaslight you a whole lot. I noticed that about people. That's in some ways how people try to test you, is they gaslight you to see if you know the same person. Let me see. Well, I know that if I say this, you act like this. this time, you act like that the next time. So they try it again. It might be in a different context, but they'll try it again to see, oh yeah, I'm using these words. Let's see if she gonna feel this way about it.
Yeah, so it's really good to get deeper understandings of these words because that way, once we have these understandings, you could be like, okay, so what is, and here lately, I'm gonna start asking people what's their intention behind things. I'm just gonna be real and be like, what is your intention behind what you're asking me, or so that I have not only for understanding, but that's gonna tell you if you are being manipulated. You know what I'm saying? Or like, and if you surround yourself with people that um, is looking out for you, they might, like you said, manipulate the whole thing. I might say, go to Mouthpiece and like, bro, I signed you up for this concert. They said they needed somebody to come. You know what I'm saying? I thought of you. I said, I know somebody, what's the date? I hope you can take the time off. You know what I'm saying? But I manipulated the situation so that you could go ahead and perform.
Right. You have opportunity to do something.
My intention was not about me. It was not about control. It might be a little bit of control because I want you to do your big thing. But
right.
But I'm just saying, like, it was pure intention. I know that's what he wants to do. He wants to rap. It's a big opening. Say it was for Kendrick Lamar.
Yep.
Why would I pass that opportunity to not manipulate that situation so my bro could go rap?
Because people much rather be haters than manipulated for it not to be.
I was waiting
That's
for
why.
it. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
That's why. Because Muff got the energy to manipulate the hate, though. You got manipulation to come on here.
They go, I go over there and say, hey, and then this how it would be. Mouthpiece Kitchen Lamar said he needed somebody. I couldn't think of nobody. And I'm going to Mouthpiece like I didn't really know. So I said I could do it, or you know what I'm saying.
I just was out there like, man, I wish I could.
Yeah, I wish I knew somebody.
Man.
But
would be it.
But it has to
that
be.
Would be a
book. I know that's right. I know.
But we're just saying,
we're just using it as
manipulation because
in a good way.
We want people to look at the title and be like, hold on, let me check, see what they talking about. Because see, when we hear manipulation, we automatically tell me y'all in the chat, those of you that are here, please. So we're gonna get y'all involved. Hey, sorry, love, how you doing? I want to ask you guys in the chat because here's the thing: y'all coming over to my house, so I want y'all to be more involved in having these conversations with us. Y'all tell me, what do you consider manipulation to be? Give me an example of where you think manipulation can be good first.
We just gave y'all some examples. If y'all don't mind,
good first.
If y'all don't mind,
I want the good first. I don't want to talk.
How can you manipulate for the good in any shit?
In any shit.
So anyone you can use. How can you do that? Like, yeah. So I said this was very eye opening for me. This one was like, aha. Like I said, I had some aha moments today.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never thought about it like that.
Because here's the thing, I know that people like to pick apart words and what they'll do too in manipulation. Like a person would be like, you are kind of controlling. Because in some ways, manipulation is like a controlling because you are manipulating a situation. However, people have to know the difference on whether or not is this good for you, or is it something that I'm really trying to do that's negative to help someone realize their dreams and act on them.
Yes, that's a good one.
That's a great one right there. That's a wonderful one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Manipulation can be good to help motivate people to do more of what can be productive. Absolutely. This is what I'm saying. And that's why, like, this was just a conversation that came up between me and the Latin yesterday, and I told him because the way the conversation even started out, because I was like, man, motherfuckers always be trying to manipulate people. I'd be tired of that. I was like, he was like, well, think about it, Kelly, though. Does manipulation have to be in a bad way? I had to stop in the middle of what I was talking about. Like, hold on, let me take inventory of what he's actually saying to me. Like, what you mean? And he was like, just because we say manipulate doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's like, let me see if I can help you with a different perspective. And he went into, well, everything that we do in this life, from manifesting to, it doesn't matter what you believe in, how you believe, any of that, none of that matters. Understand that all of it has to do with manipulation. All of it. It don't matter what you do in life. When you fill out an application, it's on a blank piece of paper. For you putting on your name on there, you manipulating that piece of paper. Anything that you do in this life don't require you to manipulate something, because you have to manipulate it to even get an end result.
Right. So I say there's manipulation for control and there's manipulation for influence.
Let's talk about it. Oh, so the influence. Let's go.
I learned that today, y'all. I'm sharing what I learned today. Okay.
Thank y'all for asking too.
Yes, I love it. Motivation. I'm looking at the manipulation for influence is where I think it's the more, what's your influence? What are you trying to do? What are you doing good? And it could be bad, because there's good and bad, like we say. But we're focusing on looking at this in a whole different perspective. You know what I'm saying? What a whole different perspective of. So if I say, Kelly, I'm trying to manipulate you, I want you to know that it's the intention is good. And then look, that's what a good conversation to have, though, right? I'm trying to manipulate you, but what you trying to manipulate? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, this is what happened, or I did something for you that I knew that you might have been a little bit afraid to do or something.
This whole thing. I'll tell you, she's changed my life. Like everybody that had it out against us. Shouts out to y'all.
Hey, I manipulated this.
We were out there rolling.
Well, they say I manipulate her anyway, so we're gonna take it as this good old I manipulated her in a good way. Hey, DJ King Miller.
But here's the thing about it is, when we talk about it and you want to really get into manipulation, and if you really think somebody's manipulating, first of all, what I don't like is when we do use the word manipulation, right? We take it out of the person's hand that has control over whether they're the ones to be manipulated or not. Right. And nobody wants to ask the person, did you think that that's something you wanted to do?
You're manipulating.
Right. You just straight hopped over me and went straight to us getting manipulated. Exactly. You ain't gonna ask me if that's something I wanted to do.
Do you feel like you got manipulated? No, they gonna say, oh, that person's manipulated. They ain't
such and such. They manipulating you to go hang out over there. They manipulating you to drink while you're doing tinctures. What? Let's be real. Let's think about what this looks like. Come on.
That is so true. You are so true with it. They don't even ask you, do you feel, most people that say that don't ask you, do you feel manipulated? They go, they manipulate you.
Right.
Because you ain't thinking the way they think.
You're not thinking yeah. What is clearly, that's why I'll be asking all the questions right now. Like today at work, I was asking all the questions today because, like, here's the thing. Usually they be hitting with, I'm asking all the questions today because I'm tired of all the other stuff that's happening. That is manipulation. Just because my boss may not know everything don't mean that she don't know a lot of things.
Right.
I know that there are some good questions, but you should know how.
You should know how to do your job, especially if you've been doing it for a long time. For like, I'm not talking about 10 years. I'm talking about 10 years plus. People.
Okay, but I'm gonna get off of that.
Yeah.
Let's go on to something else about what manipulation could be. But the thing is that when you are doing it for a cause of helping yourself as well as helping that other person out, this is where it becomes a positive or a negative thing.
That's like Jerry Maguire. That's one of my favorite movies.
Oh yeah.
Help me help you. Help me help you. Tell me.
help me help you guys. Help me help you guys. What is it that we need to get this family compound? Because y'all, what is it? The cat? Oh, is it the cash app? That's not because if that's it, let me put the
You got it.
let me get that. Because I'm gonna find it. Because y'all not gonna do us like this. Here's the help me help y'all. Y'all know what I can do? I'm trying to manipulate, if you can't tell, into helping us in a family compound that you may later have to visit for a doctor's visit or to get your kids an education or to come and get some vegetables and fruits and all that. Okay, I digress.
Yeah, I like how she put that. The better one up there, how she incorporated that. That was pretty slick right there, y'all. That was pretty slick, y'all. That was pretty, yes, you. That was pretty good right there.
Because we trying to I'm tired of waiting on people saying that they gonna do stuff and just start doing it myself. My cousin knows that about me. She knows that at this point in time, we're at a point where if anything's gonna be manipulated, we gonna start manipulating our own lives. We gonna start with our own life. So that when we sit here and have these conversations with y'all, we can show y'all proof. If y'all only know what we went through to this last year to know what we got right now was all the manipulation of our mind and having the manipulating so we can manifest. And also manipulating the manifestations. We had to talk life into one another. We had to literally think delusional. This is the part where if you ladies, if you're going to be delusional to yourself to a point where it only affects you and not other people. Right?
Good manipulation.
Well, yeah.
For yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like this was one where we was hella delusional. We pulled up and was like, she'll tell you, I hopped out like that's our house. She was
I said, y'all can't see my face. I'm acting like y'all can see my face. I was like, well, because now don't get me wrong, we looked at some very, very nice homes.
Yes.
But it still wasn't meeting the mark of what we need for as many people that we have. Like we would have been comfortable than where we were, but not as comfortable as we are, right? So the house prior to this one, me and her daughter, which is my goddaughter, loved it because the way they had the kitchen and the living room, it was like a join. So I always like because you can cook and you can go to the living room. So that was fine. So the Kells immediately, it's so much more to the story though, because she didn't even want to get the code. Y'all, it's the whole story to this. But once she got the information to get in the house, no, she was waiting for the code, right? Yeah. And she went and got out the house and looked in the yard and got in the car. She didn't even look inside, go inside, I should say. Yeah, she peeked through the window. And she got in the car and sat in and said, "This is the house." And me and my goddaughter said, "We're so tired. We got to see because a lot of houses on the outside look so good." And I couldn't even walk up the rails because the rail was coming apart. She said, "Don't you come up here. We're going to have to sue these people." Yep. So we were so like, yeah, let's get in there. So, of course, they got into the house before me. And their faces, like, I looked at my goddaughter, and then the baby girl was like, her eyes got so big. And I got to walk it. And when I tell you, I walked all up and down these stairs to see this entire house.
Hey, we manipulated something like I'm telling you, starting with the mental manipulation. Yes. We had to really be like, we can't be thinking negative. Yes. We said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to work towards
getting that what we wanted. It's so, we're so grateful because what Kelly wanted to make out of what she lived is what exactly she had a place and she was going to build onto it and make it be what we have right now. When it was it's actually, no, it's a little more because it has a basement. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's a little bit more. So we got extra on top of it. But I was like, girl, you really manifested that, manipulated that. And it moved so fast,
Man.
you guys, because we did
did the work.
speaking
though,
of
too.
yeah,
We did
speaking
the
of
work.
we manipulated a lot of
Yeah,
things.
that's
I'm
what
not
I'm
even
saying.
going
We did the work.
if we're gonna use it like that, yes.
I'm gonna tell you, we was putting out. I'm gonna tell you exactly. We was putting out shows.
Mm-hmm.
She had hit 100 episodes. And she said, okay, we're going to catch up. Once I get to 150, we're going to be cool. You know what I mean? But we still kept pushing out shows. We still doing the ships. We still was actively doing stuff. We still going out. We still looking at houses. We was looking at $1 million homes. We was like just walking into, like, hey, let's see what this one's about. What this, like, we really was. That's why I said we was delusional with it. It's like, man, we about to find something for the price that I want to pay and everything. Watch, we going to find it. And sure enough, we lucked up and found it.
Yes, mouthpiece.
So this is that's all I'm saying. So yeah.
Because so you gotta go back to the definition of manipulate.
Yeah, manipulate.
And really look at that, because you can manipulate things to go in your favor. That doesn't mean it's bad. That doesn't mean it's bad. Layla, go out. Sorry, y'all. Go. Yes. So, like I said, when the letter was saying that things to her, she came to me and I was like, wait a minute. You know how, like, I started cracking up because you know how us Black people, when we say re-rig something, you know the word we use. Re-rig something. Right? Ain't that manipulated something?
Yeah.
Like if we've done so many, me and Kels have done so many things, especially when it comes to cars.
What about the clutch? When your clutch go out, you gotta draw the car and pop the clutch.
You gotta roll. If you looking for the hill, you gotta roll it
down the hill.
You park it on the hill.
You gotta roll that mud, pop that clutch. You manipulated it.
Yes.
But think about that when you do. That's funny you said that. Yeah. When you do a vision board, right? A vision board is completely manipulating your mind, because you have to put what you're putting on this vision board are things that have not yet been manifested that you want. And you do have to kind of be delusional when you're writing this vision board to put in what is going on. Thank you, Mouthpiece.
Yeah, so this is like the positive side of this, which I love, because that's really where I want to be when I hear this. Now, don't get it twisted. Say, use your discernment.
Yes, please.
And always ask intention.
Yeah.
Intention matters. Y'all see that over there in the corner?
Always ask
intention
questions.
Matters. Intention matters.
Intention matters. And always ask questions. Like on some real stuff. Stop. One thing that I will say is people. Start asking questions. Ain't nothing wrong with asking people questions and asking them why they feel the way they do and why they look at the way, or can they go into depth, or can they please explain, or can you elaborate? You should ask those questions so you can find out where people are. You know what I mean? Because the thing about it is you can't just look at somebody and think that you know them. I share this with D all the time. When I was a manager, when I was a supervisor at my job, I hired a guy and he had tattoos all over his body except for his face, his arms, his sleeves, on his neck and everything. And people was looking at me crazy because I hired this guy. But you got to remember, I interviewed him though too.
But how did he come in though?
He came in with a suit. He came in with a 3-piece suit and a nice tie. A nice royal blue or navy blue suit. Navy blue. And he had a white shirt on, cufflinks. I like them brown shoes that kind of fade into the black a little bit. But okay. Anyhow, he came in the way that he spoke too. He was very articulate. He was very knowledgeable about the job and what the job required and how to do the job. Just asking him certain questions about the job and asking questions about, okay, what's it about this policy? Do you know about this policy? Do you know about this procedure? How would you perform it? And just his answers to all of that. I was like, dang, you know what he's talking about. So it took me even away from, and here's the thing, I didn't even judge him. Like he came in and I was just like, okay, can you do the job? That's what I wanted to know. Because the more that I got to keep teaching you and keep teaching you, I'm going to be out. You know what I mean? It's going to take me away from the regular job I got to do. So I got to know if you're able to at least be successful at your job. And he was. He's still at my job today.
Question.
12 years later.
Do you think that he manipulated that situation so he can get the job?
Yep. I absolutely think he did, and so did I. Mm-hmm. Because I could have been so many people looked at him and been like, I'm not hiring him because he looked thugged out. Like seriously, and I'm not playing. Like you could see he like when he reached out to the shake.
Yeah,
how your
cup comes up. You can see that.
His whole everything tatted. I'm like, dang, his neck, because you can see like it all the way up to his ears was tatted. Like, and I didn't think nothing of it. I just, like I said, I care about you knowing the job, and just me asking you certain questions is gonna let me know whether or not you're capable of being a team member. How do you act in times of, if you gotta have a hard conversation with your coworker?
So even think about when you're dating, in a good way, positive way of manipulating. The guy comes and picks you up, knock on your door, comes smelling all good with flowers in his hand, opens the door for you, takes you to a nice restaurant. You think that's manipulation? I'm just thinking of all of the things.
Yeah, all of it is because manipulation is action. You got to be doing something. Indeed, he did wear that suit.
Yeah.
He came in looking 100, and I saluted him too on that, because that's how I would expect you to show up. Because most people look at, oh, you're a black dude with a hoodie on, so you must be up to something.
Yeah.
Or
I have a
woman, or you're a woman that likes to wear pink hair. So you gotta be crazy. Yeah. Or you gotta show up to a restaurant and act crazy at a restaurant, even though you couldn't do that.
Or because you got eyelashes or dyed hair, or your nails are done. Yeah. People do that. Like, so yeah, definitely.
So I'm not gonna prejudge somebody off of how they show up. Now, it's going to be not only how you show up, but how you also present yourself. You know what I mean? What are you saying? How are you speaking? How are you looking at things? Because I want to know your mind. I want to know what you think about. I want to know, and we don't have to have the same things. I think the misconception of us having to have the same ideals or think about things the same means that then now we're aligned. I want somebody that does think outside the box. I don't want somebody that just thinks exactly the way that I do. As much as me and Dee are alike, we are so different. It's funny because people be like, oh, y'all alike, and we be like, they don't even know. Like, we were so different.
Similarities, but different.
Yeah, we literally are two. We agree on a lot together. Don't get us wrong.
And we got to remember, we got age.
Yeah.
Age gap. Not just 3 or 4 years.
Right.
So so we definitely think different. It's so funny, y'all, this off subject real quick. We was talking, this is so funny because I was like, it's just a little laugh that y'all can have. We was talking about movies today and iconic people in movies, and then I go, Kelly, did you know who Sidney Poitier is? See her face. But I'm just saying, because, and she was like, yes, I know who Sidney Poitier is, because her kids wouldn't. Like, that was the point. Her kids don't know who Sidney Poitier. Mine happen to know him because of my brother playing their movies all the time. But it was just so funny because it was like, that's how far away we are.
And I know about him, but my kids may not, but we gonna get it.
That was just a little side note, just to show how different we're different, but we're the same, but we work together. And I can say that we actually manipulate each other in good ways. Like I said, she's on this show, right? We at her house. And I did told her, I said, guess what? We need to start going to holistic royalty back house. And I enjoy it because that gives me time, because I be on, Tuesdays. I be doing my thing.
And it takes an open person too. Yeah. But that's the thing, is about communicating and knowing your audience. I think Dee knows enough about me to be like, okay, I know that I can try and offer this to my cousin, and she gonna tell me if she want to do it or not. She knows that I'm that way. So she knows 9 times out of 10, even just the stuff that we regularly talk about, she already knows how I feel, or she knows what has to happen or what she wants to do. You know what I mean? So we also look at that too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's just one thing that we look at.
Right. So, no, you're good on this. Talk to the people, Kelly.
Yeah, no. So when we talk about manipulation too, right? Now, another good manipulation, like I said too, is like when we are, so I'll tell you, coming from the hood, because I lived in the hood, y'all may not sound like it.
Yes, you lived in the hood.
But we lived in the hood. Okay, well, what we consider hood, let me say that, because I live in Atlanta now, and I've been around, and I've seen some hoods.
Oh yeah, Colorado hoods, ghettos are different.
Yeah, they're different. Okay, so when I say my hood, I'm just saying where I'm from and the things that I've experienced. We had parks that had crackheads. We had parks where they was dealing drugs and crackheads is outside asking for $5 and you live up the street like. So I was in the hood. But again, there's a series of things that happened in my life that led me to end up having to go to therapy. And I say having to because I didn't want to, but I knew that I needed to do something to change my mind and how I thought and how I was feeling. I had to do something. So in that I had to manipulate my own self, my own mind, because a part of me is saying, girl, you don't need that. A part of me is like, girl, you know you black people don't do therapy. A part of me is like, girl, you need to go get some help. You can't do this by yourself. Then another part of me was like, girl, please just go see what it is. What's the worst that can happen? Like I have so many things running through my mind until I actually went and did it. And when I went and did it, it set a whole new world for me. Then I was like, wait a minute, I've been holding myself back from so much. I've been thinking that I've been doing this the wrong way. And the same thing with this nutrition thing that I've learned. Now that I have my certificate in being a nutrition coach, I'm able to open myself up to, because there was a part of me, because my cousin in Aladdin has been vegan for the last 6 years.
No, he's longer.
He's longer.
I'm 6.
You 6, and
he's probably about 8 or 9.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, dang, he's in there, and I commend both of them. I've gone on my own journey too, but because I've learned now what I know from nutrition, I decided to do things differently too. And that's not to say that I'm going to eat meat, and it's not saying that I'm going to fully be vegan. I've now learned I have to balance, and being that we just really went on this cleanse too. Like again, and all of this understand required manipulation. We made our own teas. Mm-hmm. We drank our own teas. We made our own meals. We had to cook our own meals. There's a lot of manipulation that has to be done when you're doing things. You have to manipulate everything from the temperature to how you eat it, to the way that you're going to eat it, the way that you prepare it, the way that you sleep. All these you have to be intentional about these things. So I'm just kind of running the gamut of just throwing things out there to you guys to show that in all of these things that had to happen, they had to be manipulated. Every single last detail of it. It had to be manipulated. So I be saying that if we can spend all this time manipulating things, why can't we manipulate it for our good? Why can't we do things that help us grow or that help us get to where we need to be?
Girl.
So yeah, that's one of the things that we just want to know. Like you gotta make sure that you're doing what you could do for yourself. You know what I mean? And making sure that it's the best possible outcome. Yeah, that you do have the best possible outcome.
So yes. But with that being said, manipulation, a different perspective, is it can be used in a good way, depending on the intention. And I'm also going to say the motive. And it should not be for control. It should be to motivate somebody, like Blended and Mouthpiece gave those examples, to motivate them to be able to do better. And for yourself. You manipulate things all the time. We just don't use that term. We don't use that word, manipulate. But if you look it up or go to Daily Dose of D, what I had today, and I gave the definitions of what that was and what the original word was, used for a carpenter, for a doctor. It was I mean, a carpenter, what builds? Come on now.
Yeah.
A carpenter. So they're manipulating the wood to make your furniture, right?
Yeah.
So because it has went to the mental state, I think we should have focused more on it being positive. What can I make your mental state be positive instead of a negative when it's saying, I'm manipulating you. I'm I'm manipulating you. Did you send it to me?
Mhm.
I'm manipulating you. Yeah. I'm manipulating you right now to be the best version of you. Sorry, y'all, with something, got things going on over here. To be the best version of you. If I'm telling you, now a person that's manipulating you in a bad way ain't even really gonna tell
You
you.
know, how about they just gonna keep buying you that pack of cigarettes and then beers and the Pepsi that you can fucking
I
drink?
can't. No, they will.
Or they gonna be like, let's go out to the club knowing you broke and ain't got no money. Or they keep taking you to the casino even though you know you got bills to pay, but you gonna spend your whole check at the casino and be mad because now you ain't got no money. You trying to wait till your next payday.
Right. That's manipulation, y'all, in a negative way.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I believe if you can manipulate yourself in a positive way to do things,
Okay.
I think that you can also manipulate yourself to do negative
Everything
shit.
is everything. Lord Him. Everything is
Yeah,
everything.
you'll manipulate yourself to do some negative things too.
Mhm.
I believe that. Because if you're not trying to do right, that's why people come up grown. I ain't never seen so many grown people have so many excuses in my life about things that they want to do. Here's the thing, I'm one of them grown ass people that used to make excuses for their life. So I'm talking to me too. So I'm not just coming out here just saying that to y'all. I'm saying that to myself too as a person that had to actually go through the struggles of change. And here's the thing, I'm not done. I just opened myself up to the fact that I'm going, change is inevitable. That's what I put in my mind. Change is inevitable. I'm going to have to do it no matter what. And if I don't do it, I don't trust nobody else to do it for me.
I didn't see that. Now, see,
Speaking of manipulation, I said manipulator. That's what I'm saying. You can manipulate people with so many freaking ways.
get millionaires out there.
So hold on, thank you. Hold on, let me put this back up here.
Yeah.
So all the millionaires out there, if you need a tax write-off for 2027,
Yeah,
go ahead and come on over.
Yeah, we
Either
got
the
you.
Love Palace, or you could come over to the House of Holistic Worlds.
Yeah, we got
We
you.
need some of them funds because what we're trying to do in the next coming years is going to be monumental. So,
Is that why you got shot? Okay, let me stay on the subject.
okay, let me. Okay,
No mouthpiece. Just talk about it on another day
Yeah,
because I was about to go and.
You was out to open up.
Yeah.
Y'all say that's. But again, you manipulating people. Again, you out here manipulating people. What you think's gonna happen if your intent is, oh, this is just for me. Just for me. I don't care about what happens to the other person. I'm gonna just use this for myself, and I don't care if that person got to do or whatever this person got to go through. Understand, karma is a mother. Karma comes back to pay a visit, whether you believe in it or not. It comes. What you give out in this world is what you gonna receive.
So if you're really manipulating people in a bad way, to me, that shows exactly how you are in the inside.
I'm gonna let y'all indulge.
I'm sorry, Robin. I'm sorry. It's all right. So yes, that's the right way. See, he came out with some monkey essentials behind it though. Make sure y'all check out the website.
Let's go hit up Monkey Essentials. Y'all. That's what I'm saying.
No, so that makes you, because we talk about what's in the inside, because I even have that unapologetically me, right?
Yeah.
So if you're manipulating people in a bad way, because what you are in the inside is what comes out in the outside. That means you're manipulating yourself too.
Mm-hmm.
That is so messed up.
It goes deep.
Yes, it is.
Because it jacks up a whole lot of stuff that you don't understand in your children or your grandchildren or the ones that pay for it. You may not be the one.
Right.
This is what I think people fail to realize. That gets me like I'm trying to put. Let me not say try. I am putting the best energy out there that I can now, knowing what I know now. I'm forgiving my past and all those that I've offended. I've asked for forgiveness, and if I haven't, maybe you ain't in my life right now for me to say that. But if you catch me on the replay, I forgive you for anything that I've done to offend. And I say that to people because I don't want to be offended. I'm not no longer giving that. You don't even accept my energy in that way no more, or to get that type of energy from me anymore. None of that will ever get pulled out of me in that sense of where I'm gonna just walk around you. Now, if I got to get physical, that's a whole different thing. You gonna walk that cane like nunchucks.
Well, the thing about it, if you are being manipulated in a bad way, your own intuition manipulate your brain. Come on, let's talk about it. It should manipulate your brain and be like, this person's trying to manipulate me. I'm the only one that can manipulate my brain.
Yeah.
Real talk.
That's what I said. I don't like why people try to sell your manipulation off to other people instead of being like, you know what, you're not making such a good decision. Don't put my decision off on somebody else. Start with me. Okay, look, I see what you're trying to do. Don't seem like that's going to be a good thing to do. Because I believe once you start blaming other people for other people, then it pushes those people away to whoever or whatever you think that they're going toward. Because you don't even know what the deal is. You don't even know what could be going on or why this person is doing what they're doing, or these people could be getting the help that they need. You know what I mean? And you're overlooking what's really going on or what's really being said. You know, you see that on a lot of movies, right? Where the kids will try to go to the parents and talk to the parents, and the parents just don't know how to respond to the kid, and then the kid will go get a friend where the parent don't like the friend, but don't know why they don't like the friend. Right. But just don't like the friend because the kid spends too much time with the friend. Why you gotta spend too much time? Because they listen. Well, what do you mean they listen? And then now you jumping down my throat. Like, okay, this reminds me of old girl that got in the car with her husband who was asleep in the car, and how she just tried to overtake.
I'm out for joke.
Yeah, that's what that reminds me of. Like a parent, there's parents that actually do that. Kids, why can't you just talk to me? But the moment that you open up and have that conversation, they say something so egregious or outrageous to you that you're like, oh, I can't have another conversation with you about none of this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you also have manipulated parents like that to tell you do this or else. I'm not going to do this.
Or else you get kicked out. And I'm not even saying bad things. I'm talking about just life in general, you know, things like that. So this word manipulation has many, many forms, you know, many. We wanted to bring the positive side of it. So you can, hey, turn it around and make it positive.
Yep.
You trying to manipulate me in a bad way? I can manipulate myself in a good way. Have a nice day.
And the fact that you are the one in control of the manipulation. You can't be manipulated if you know what manipulation looks like, right? If you know what is behind the manipulation, if you ask questions, if you try to see what a person is about and what they're trying to do, what is the intent? Like, you got to get behind that part. Use your discernment with these types of people. Hey, serious. Use your discernment, because this is where we pray for discernment. You got people pray, hey, I need to have more discernment, or I need to, and then get put in a situation where you got to use your discernment and lose all of it. Got me out of control. Got me.
It happens.
Because I've had it.
I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? I lost control. Pump the brakes. What happened? I
really got there.
Yeah, some people are quick at it.
Yeah.
So like, you gotta be quick too. And if you're not, that's why. And even if you want me to be quick, and I'm not, I'm gonna be like, hold on, let me think about that for a minute. I'll say that. I mean, can I get back with you?
Let me hold on. Give me a few. Cause I got you.
Yeah.
Cause I feel that way too, though. But it's just one of these where, again, If I'm manipulating anything, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna start with myself. Because before I start to manipulate somebody else, I'm gonna see if it works on me first.
She right.
I'm gonna see if it works on me first. Works on me first, then I'm gonna try it on y'all. Okay, like, no, it's not like that. I literally am gonna try it on me because I'm betting on me. Why wouldn't I manipulate my thoughts into thinking that I can get everything that I want? Why not train my mind into I'm going to be the person that I always knew that I was going to be? Why would I not speak life over myself and of my friend and of my circle and of the people that are under the sound of my voice? Why would I not speak life into y'all and try to encourage you to be the best of who you are? That would be kind of ridiculous for me to do otherwise.
That was good, Kill.
Really?
Yeah, like you really have. That was some good stuff right there. You just
Thank
said.
you.
Yeah, and let's look at manipulation as something good for those that resonate with us, and knowing that we're getting manipulated anyway. The government now, in a bad sense, you already know we're getting manipulated. Y'all,
we paying for wars that we ain't even no part. We paying for wars.
Keep this live. Yeah, I'm just saying she ain't monetized, but you want to talk about some manipulation going on? So, like, I'm just saying certain parts of things I don't mind manipulating. If you know, no, just kidding.
The thing is that there's a lot of manipulation going on.
Yes, fact.
But it ain't manipulation in the right areas of where they need to be manipulated. Let's say that. And the fact that this government thinks that they're manipulating people all the while the people are watching themselves be manipulated. Can you wake up? Let's knock on the door. We need a knock. We need a knock. Oh, we need to get one where we have a knock on the door because y'all need to wake up. Because at some point, we have to do something about what we got going on. Yes, facts. You already know about that mouthpiece. I don't want no more of us being manipulated. And if we are
in a negative way,
yes, in a negative way, why won't we be the manipulators of ourselves? Manipulate yourself into thinking the highest. Manipulate yourself into knowing that you're worth everything that you have and more. Because once we start doing those types of things, then the type of friends that you need will show up around you. And here's the thing, when you have those type of friends that can manipulate things in a good way, those are the type of friends to keep around. Because if they could help you change your mind, they can help you change your life in a good way.
Yeah. Like I said, it's always about the intention behind it. And we just look at it like manipulate. Oh my God. Because I was watching I know I was watching some show. Setting my guilty pleasure. So I like Dynasty, y'all. The old one and the so new one too. And the wedding dress got damaged. And her stepmother manipulated the dress to fix it. It was in her favor. She was like, oh, don't worry about that. We're just going to do that. So that's another example of how it could be in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? So it's there. We don't never use that term when originally that was the term for manipulation. Like I keep saying, I mentioned that at Daily Dose of D, that's the original meaning was to fix or mend, or you're still forcing things to work in your way, but it wasn't like a controlling way.
Right. Like you're taking over to make something just for yourself. Because that's the true thing is once you start trying to control it for yourself, trying to make sure it's just for you. You don't care about nobody else in this situation but yourself. This is when manipulation becomes bad because you're only doing it for yourself. You don't care about somebody being involved. You don't care about the people that are hurt.
Yeah, you just yeah, absolutely.
So we want y'all to think about that out there and truthfully tell me one thing that you're willing to manipulate for yourself this week to go in your favor. Since y'all hear all of y'all that's in the chat right now, give me one thing that you are going to commit
to manipulating
in your favor. for
That's
yourself.
pretty. She got pretty good questions over here. I like this couch over here. Let me drink some water. We gotta see who's gonna answer.
One thing. And like I said, and again, just all I'm asking you to do is be open to what manipulate is. I don't want it to be looked at as this is a bad or a good thing, but it just is. And what is your intent is whether going to determine whether or not that's going to be good or bad. But what is one thing you can commit to manipulating for yourself to work in your favor this week? I will tell you what mine is. Mine is I'm going to commit to doing my yoga this whole week. So what I learned on Monday, I'm going to carry into Friday with me. And then Friday, I'm going to show up and let y'all know how I feel about the rest of this week. But it's something that I'm going to manipulate because usually I just wake up and get to work. I don't do my yoga really unless it is on Mondays and Fridays. And so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to commit to that. All right, big mouthpiece, you going to commit to manipulating your days off so you can hit the gym.
No, real.
That's what
I
it's
think
about.
we all, because my thing was I'm gonna manipulate myself to wake up and get out of bed because when we were doing the parasite cleanse, it was hard to do it on I slacked on my exercises, and now I'm back. Like today, I slipped a little bit, but not really because I walked up and down these stairs. But it's like I'm gonna look at the clock instead of going, okay, I can sleep a little more. Go ahead and go to the bathroom and get everything and go and work out.
That's
That's
it.
Because I'll be up, but I don't be out the bed.
You're right.
I'll be in the bed like,
but that's
looking at
that's why
if I can scroll, I can get my butt out of the bed. Like real talk.
I do bed yoga. Y'all see my bed yoga. That's what I will get up and do on Mondays and Fridays. Like I will do my yoga on Mondays and Fridays, but I'm committing to do it all week when I'm teaching y'all on Mondays. Because again, I want to progress out of doing the bed yoga and to do now sitting chair yoga. There's levels to this because I want to meet people at every level. Because I was a person that had to start out in the bed. And so I'm not forsaking my own journey. Understand that I do this for myself mostly. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I do this for myself and proving to myself that I can get up and actually do this. For so many years, I've been wanting to do this. So manipulating my mind into saying, you know what, Kelly said you wanted this. All the stuff that I put on my 2025 vision board has come to fruition in 2026. We need to go ahead and do our 6 resolution. Not resolution.
We're going to say that. Well,
what we want to come, because here's the thing, I don't think that you just have to do a vision board at the beginning.
Oh no, you can do a vision board anytime you want to.
Yeah.
Especially when you're moving into the new you become the new becoming of you. Yeah. You could do that vision board at any time. It's like, say you like, hey, I want to do this. Like there's so much things I want to do. So you're right, you could do a vision board because that's my vision. Yeah. So you're right. Yeah.
So, I mean, and that's the thing that I would like to challenge to you guys is I would like to do vision board. Get yourself some friends and get on, like even on here, have a vision board party with your people and do something where y'all can do vision boards and showing the things that y'all want to do for the time. Not, I don't even want to put years on it or saying like, I'm doing a vision board because this is what's in my mind for me to manifest. Everything that I'm putting out is because this is what I want to manifest. And I'm having to manipulate myself because then again, that's there, and there's an inside voice that's in there like, girl, you know you can't do that. Girl, you know you shouldn't do that. Girl, what they gonna say about that? And then I have the other side of me like, shut the hell up, because I'm getting this done regardless. But I'm not gonna take away from that. I have that other person that's inside of me that does that too. And you have to silence that voice inside of you that tells you that you're not good enough, that you won't be successful, that you can't do it as much as you should. You got to silence that voice sometimes. But sometimes that voice gets a little bit louder and it takes over doing what you want to do. So you're manipulating your own self.
Say that. You took it out. You have to manipulate yourself
to not even
do that. Yes.
Not even do the things you're supposed to do. So I'm taking a bit on the other side of that. Now,
Mhm.
I'm being one of them people. I already tried and we already know what it looks like when we did it this way.
Yeah, we can be something. Yeah, I said we trying something different because we
Mm-hmm.
know what the results of doing the same thing is. Why we keep doing the same thing when we know what that already leads to? It's not going to change. And sidebar, the universe is that simple. You're going to keep doing the same thing. You're going to ask the universe, I want to change. Well, did you do something different? I'm just saying, no.
I need the help. I need the That's where the manipulation comes in because you have to do something. You have to. Like you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result or hitting the brick wall. Come on, you can't. And if you are like, there's therapy out there for that. Like there's drugs out there. If you don't want to take mine, you would take the people's if it helps. Like,
yeah,
I'm
no,
so
for
serious.
real.
Like,
no, you're right.
One thing that I'm not against is people getting the
Get
help
the
that they need.
I'm with
I
you.
may not be the help that you may need.
Exactly.
I want to help you
if it's gonna better you,
but
your
I might
health,
not
and
be-
your well-being.
Yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
I might
go
not
for it.
be that help that you need. You may need to find this elsewhere, and I'm not.
But
mad.
people try to
You have
manipulate their views on. That's another way, in a negative way. They try to manipulate their views on you of how they do things because what the way you did or the way you think or the what you believe in is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's not how it works. If it helps you, and you might believe in something that I don't believe in, but we can still be cool.
Yeah.
Like people like to put their manipulation on other people, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna manipulate you to believe that this is a flat Earth.
I'm not messing with you today. I'm not doing it because they do manipulate you into that.
I better not. I just came from that group. Boy, you didn't believe what they believed, and I was like, "Why did
crucify you?"
Man, they be like, "You can't be around us." You be like, "What?"
Be looking like, dang, okay.
Yeah, that's manipulation. That is manipulation though. Like to make someone, you shouldn't have to make someone do anything.
Yeah.
Like I said, good manipulation is about influence. Bad manipulation is about control.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is that when we talk about influence, who do we want to influence? Who are we trying to be an influence?
You should be trying to be influence to yourself.
Yeah, you're right. But it seems like people get on here and I don't know what they influence and what y'all be influenced.
I don't even know. What is going on over here? That's what I'll be doing.
Keep on going. Don't stop.
Let me get it close to you. Oh no.
Amen.
Let me keep going. Don't try down, girl.
Don't. It ain't safe over here. No, but for real, like y'all gotta understand, like it's a whole world out there for y'all to conquer. You can't conquer it. Like, why are we putting limits on ourselves on what it is that we want out of life? I had a person tell me that I'm not gonna be able to get the relationship that I want to get because I'm thinking too highly of myself. And that there crushed the whole dream.
Yes, they did say that.
Yep.
But let me add because I seen the text. Nobody gets exactly what they want out of life. I don't know about y'all, but I don't agree with that. So, because you can really get what you want out of life because it's your choice. That's exactly the words. Like, nobody gets the person that they want out of that life. Like, nobody gets. I'm like, why can't? What?
Like, he was telling me like I should be happy that I got him, so that I should just stay with that. I don't want to use that word because people have issues with that word. Yeah. I don't want to.
Did you date enough for yourself?
Yeah, probably. But because I didn't want to choose that as an option, it was like, well, you're not gonna find nothing better. And it was kind of like, what do you think I'm looking for?
That was manipulation.
Like that and I knew that immediately. I knew that because it was like you didn't even. First of all, for you to say that lets me know that you don't even know what I'm looking for.
Should have been saying, I could be everything you want.
Did you see?
I am going to be the person that I want, and we're going to grow.
You can't be that if you don't even know the person that you're trying to be. You can't even answer. You can't even
triggered, y'all.
You can't even ask that.
I wish I could say that.
But I'm just saying.
No, but how would you? I'm just saying the way. No, I agree.
You wouldn't be able to even ask that because that's not in your intent.
Yeah, your intention. I am either I am or I'm not.
You get what I'm saying?
But we still gonna be cool though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like anything that instead of you hitting me with a text message like that because I put out boundaries on what I want in a relationship. I had been put boundaries out, and now I'm checking in on my boundaries because I'm letting you know, hey, I'm seeing something.
Yeah, you're right. It wouldn't even that wouldn't even have been said.
That wouldn't have been something that would have been said, but because it was something that was said, I have to look at it and say, hold on, let me ask some questions real quick. Right. What is it that you think that I'm looking for? Because if that's where you went, what does that even mean? Right. Because I was confused at the whole, what does that mean?
Yeah, because like if I wouldn't even say that either. I'm going to be who I am, the best of my ability and if that doesn't fit you, that's okay.
Yeah.
We cool.
Well, that's it. I'm good.
We don't have to be, man.
And if you need closure or clarity, ask for it. Hey, well, this is just me because I'm always going to ask for stuff that I want. You know what I mean? I'm going to always go to, hold on, let me see what's going on. But, hey, if I can get closure out of it now, if I can't, I'm going to leave it alone. But if I can attempt to do it and get it, then I'm going to work in that way to make sure that everything is cool for me. But I'm not going to sit around and wait or pester or none of that to anybody.
Yeah, that was definitely manipulate. Once I sit here and think about that, because
that is fine.
You're trying to manipulate somebody to think a certain type of way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it. A certain type of way. I got water. A certain type of way, like you just take me, settle for me. You didn't even speak highly of yourself. Settle for me because you know no person gets exactly. No, that's another show. We'll talk about that at another show, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow to Blended Healing's Echoes of the Ancestors. Okay, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Daily Dose of D is attempting to do Daily Dose of D tomorrow. Tuesdays be wearing me out, so sometimes it might be a quick one. And then don't forget, Where's the Love? Part 2 of Intimacy. Ooh. The people have spoke and we have listened.
I can't wait. I'm like, mouthpiece, I'm coming up on the panel. And y'all what y'all talking about, I'm coming.
The people have spoke and we have listened. And me and Mouthpiece is gonna ask y'all something. I believe this week too, Mouthpiece. We contemplating and talking about some stuff, but y'all got there's some good stuff going on. COC is doing some good, positive, and actually, let me put this out there. DJ King Miller had a good show the week before too. Him and his wife.
Yeah.
That was about can you be best friends with the opposite sex, which is a really, really good show. So
y'all need to tune in.
Tune in to him too. I listened to Marlene Motivate, Miss Parker. She was going in. I didn't even drop down. But if you want to know about the latest nonsense of what people's doing in this world, Miss Parker's going to give it to you raw and unfiltered. Okay? Because we was in the house.
These people ain't right out here.
They out here doing crazy stuff.
You gotta be careful of how. And here's the thing, I don't want people to think too, again, going toward manipulate. We are so quick to hop on cussing people out, and we so quick to hop on, I'm gonna let a motherfucker know what it is. And here's the thing, y'all hear me all the time on here. I'll be popping my stuff. Y'all already know. Brenda told y'all today. She recanted it and said, no, I'm not gonna sit there and just say that because I'm gonna pop my stuff. Usually I do. But one thing that I do is I want to be careful to who I do that with. Like sometimes it's me popping my stuff and it's because y'all know that I'm just like that. But I'm very mindful of out here with dealing with people. I'm not popping my stuff to everybody because people don't be in the right mind. Man, I got too much to lose out here than to be messing with somebody and get into an argument and lose my life over a piece of chicken.
No, that's exact. No, it was onion rings, y'all. Yeah, Miss Parker has some. If y'all didn't tap in, shout out to her. She had a good show. Like I was cooking and they were listening, and I was like over some onion
And
rings.
you wasn't even supposed to have
Yeah,
the onion rings you was trying to get me to make. You wasn't even something that you even
Ordered,
supposed to
yeah.
have or you even ordered.
yeah.
But
You
because
want
I
extra.
yeah, because I won't give you the
Yeah,
extra.
you
gonna kill
unalive me. Yeah,
I'm sorry,
it's
you
crazy.
unalive.
Yeah, it. She had like 3 stories that were just mind blowing. That wasn't even the one that was mind blowing, y'all. There's one with the grandma that I.
Look, it'd be so much out
Yeah.
there that people are going through that you don't know what they're going through. Even in situations that are just should not happen, it's still happening. So it's like you gotta try to protect yourself in the best ways that you can. It don't mean that you weak because you're not bumping up against everybody or trying to check everybody for doing now. Don't get me wrong, check where it needs to be checking, but just understand that you gotta be mindful on what type of people you're checking. Because people will test you to get you because they have nothing to lose. So they'll test you to get you out of character and because they have nothing to lose. They take their stuff of what they going through in this world out on you because they willing to ruin their life.
People like to self-sabotage too.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this. I'm going way off some. Never mind.
Manipulation.
Well,
first of all, self-sabotage is
Yeah.
manipulation on the self.
It was just about self-sabotage. People that self-sabotage. That's why it's called self-sabotage because they are so used to self-sabotaging that they think it's only hurting them when it's hurting everybody else. So, like, if you are in a situation,
That's manipulation.
it is,
And it's toxic.
yes. So, if you're in a situationship, right,
Mm-hmm.
and a person's behavior is a certain type of way, they're so used to self-sabotaging and people leaving them and people acting a certain way that they don't even think that it affects the other person because they're so used to being self-sabotaged. And it's like that came to me the other day. I was like, that's so jacked up because that's why it's called self-sabotage. Because they don't even think about, well, I'm so used to, oh, it don't matter. This happens to me all the time. But you didn't think about how it affected the other person.
Yeah.
And that's really, really messed up because when you're in those type of things, you should think about that. But you're used to the norm of, well, this never works out or this always happens to me. But you're not thinking about the other person at all because you're used to feeling the feeling that you feel. And you didn't think about how you made that other person feel because that's what you're used to.
Yep.
That's
messed. It is. But that's because I don't think they really know how to handle those types of situations.
They got to do something different.
Yeah, but again, when you there are a lot of circumstances on which people can't get their life.
You know, you're right.
Whether it be drugs,
yeah,
whether it be alcohol,
yeah,
whether it be addiction, and when I say addiction or abuse, I mean that in all kinds of ways.
Yeah.
Addictions to beauty, addicted to sex,
addicted
to gambling, yes. So when I say addiction, I mean to all of that. There's things that people do,
right,
that they're automatically, you say self-sabotaging, but they're actually manipulating themselves. You're doing it to yourself. The funny thing is that people manipulated themselves when they voted for Donald Duck. Like they was like, yeah, we gonna vote for
they
him.
Want to get, they thought about the money. People were thinking about stimulus checks.
He manipulated all them people that voted for him, and they got in. He's in here now. And they like,
now we have war.
Let's impeach him. Well, how we gonna impeach him now?
He already in there.
Y'all manipulated y'all, so y'all knew what was gonna happen. Like y'all know what kind of man he is. He's showing y'all. All of y'all have said, yeah, we don't agree with him, but everybody that has voted for him and says we agree with him, but still voted. Okay. And now y'all like we should have never voted for him in our life unless we can't what we did, and now you can't. But you manipulated you. He showed you who he was. He been grabbing people by the pussy. He been grabbing
money, y'all.
He been grabbing people.
He is about
and
the money.
And y'all voted for him though. I'm just saying, like, and I'm not look. I'm not judging nobody. No judgment here. I'm just saying though. When we talking about manipulation, the fact that the person, and here's the thing, I can't even be mad because he's doing this stuff right up in your face, and people still going along with it, and it's still up in your face, and still nobody really do nothing about it. But hey, I can't say nothing about it, but it's manipulation though at its finest, and it's not in a good way either.
Yeah.
And we're allowing that. I remember sitting at my grandparents' house and they're watching the news, and I was like, why are y'all watching this? And what's his name's wife was on there. The guy that got unalived at the college campus.
Was it Kirk?
Yeah, him. Yeah. And she was on there having. So this is the skit that Drew.
Yeah, right.
But I was at my grandma's house watching the skit that Drewski made of her. She was doing that, and she's smiling and just so happy. Like, I thought, my grandma was like, "Ain't that the lady whose husband got stopped at the college campus?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "She sure is happy for that to happen to him." Now my grandma's 90-some years old, been married 60-some years. Okay, and if my 9-year-old grandma's like she's way too happy, I kind of believe my grandma about she's way too happy about that. But it's right in front of our faces, and we still not paying attention to what's going on. But we will let this news run in our house and suck up energy in our house 24 hours a day instead of questioning the news that's coming across. Right. Pay attention to being manipulated. We're being manipulated in all areas, whether it's being good. Positive or negative, it's out there. So the thing is to be aware of manipulation. And if any manipulation needs to be done, you manipulate you and let it be.
Right. Exactly. He did. I like him.
He did everything that she did. And the thing about it is I understand why she got mad, because he brought light to how it really was for a mourning wife. And
so stupid. She could have capitalized on that.
I would have.
I'd have been like, Drewski, come on, let's do a skit together.
Hold on, I would have came back out just like he did.
Like, hey, y'all, now he can really imitate me. Do you know how much, man?
She would have really been like
manipulated in a good way.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like when life hands you lemons, that was last week.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
You better do something with it. Like,
I would have Drewski do it. Oh man, I would have capitalized. Even the pastor should have capitalized on it.
Everybody finds a way to get offended, but ain't nobody doing that without being offended.
We go to the negative so fast.
Because I have
why?
You know what? Now I understand why I've always been the type of person that has always had to take a pause instead of reacting. Now it's kind of sitting with me right now.
Yeah, I do that now. I didn't used to. I was a firecracker.
Yeah, because now I'm like, my first mind is to pop off, but then even in that pop off moment, I'm like, my mind is.
Yeah, you've been good about that. You've always been good about that.
Let me think about it.
I already been fighting now. See how it used to be? The whole thing. I didn't hit the person. She could have really like, man, I would have been like, guess what?
I would have had everybody laughing because they would have
called Drewski and be like, let's just go ahead and do a skit together.
All she had to do is be like, you know what, in a moment of my grief,
right?
I think that is. I got mad at first,
right?
I think because here's how you capitalize it. White woman here. Sorry, I'm gonna give her the game right now. But this is what she did.
She didn't do it. So
in my moment,
she's manipulated in a good way.
In my moment of heartbreak, I think that is really funny that this young man came out and you gave me one of the best laughs anybody could ask for in this hard time in my family. Mm-hmm. I know that there's gonna be some people that disagree with it, i.e. me. I wouldn't have said that, me. But I would have been like, I know there's probably some people that would disagree with me, but it's all jokes and laughs, ha ha ha. Let it alone. And that shit would have died out so fucking quick.
Or it would have been and went viral and like more viral. Yeah. I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying, like, she could have capitalized off of that, and people would have probably been like, oh, okay, she's, you know what I mean?
Like, I decided to have you on the show. Come on, let's do something.
Yeah.
You don't know what he got.
She went on there, like, that's why I said, you don't know.
Kids, we're gonna see. Oh
But
my
you was
God.
doing this though, like he didn't lying though, like he did everything that he did in there. He
It's
was
what
not,
you do.
she did this like a couple months. Like when did I go? When did I go to Colorado?
February.
Yeah, so it was like back before around that time. You're up there laughing and joking and stuff, and people
Yeah.
looking at you like,
So he
my
said,
grandma said she looks way too happy.
well,
So, and my like I said, my grandma's 90, y'all. She's 90. My grandma said she looked way too happy for her husband to be gone. Now,
well,
you tell me. Because I'm rolling with my grandma. I think
I'm rolling with my auntie.
shoot, she the most movies watching this person.
Oh, they love that'd be on all day at their house.
And she just be refuting it. I know that ain't going on. Talk to me. I know that ain't going like, oh my God.
I can't. I get my news from people on YouTube that I like. Because then I can be like, okay, you need to find out what's going on, boom, 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 boom. And that's it. Like I said, Miss Parker has a lot. She's amazing because I couldn't deliver that news every day. Like but we need people like that.
Yeah.
So like I go in politics, I have my good old friend. She always gonna let us know. I'd be like, "What are you talking about?"
Right.
But we at least know. Not and you should still be aware of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But I can't do it all day. Like when something happens, just like when he did get shot. I remember I was tripping. I felt all that, but I don't need to see it. I got off of social media because I was tired of seeing and hearing. I don't like that.
I'll never be okay with people getting on the line on social media. That's not something that you're gonna make me comfortable with. And so many people are desensitized, being manipulated again. It would be watching people being on the live on the internet ain't doing nothing but programming your mind and getting used to seeing that. So when they really do it at a magnitude that should be scary for all of us, we're gonna do what we're doing right now and just sit around and be like, oh dang, lights came. Yeah. That's how we're gonna be. Because we're so used to just watching it happen, a lot of us won't be ready for when, or even know what it truly looks like when it really happens. Because it's happening right now, y'all. And the thing is that it's not talked about loudly like everything else is talked about. You have to watch what's happening. This ain't something where somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, y'all, they getting ready." Right. No, they're ready right now. And if you're not preparing yourself to be ready, I'm not sure what you're doing. But it again, in a manipulative faction, you should be manipulating your home, i.e., put bars around your windows if you need them.
Welcome to your journey home. Anyway,
and his journey home with all of us. Me, Mal, PC, Lisa, Dion, Linda. We all told y'all how to get back home. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna take us all to do that. But if y'all not willing to roll, I get it. Everything ain't for everybody, and I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? We still gonna keep selling though, and we gonna pick up some passengers, and we gonna drop a few off. And for those that came and spent their time with us and got what they needed, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
I hope that you on your next voyage to wherever you go, you make it to where you go. That's all I'm saying. Because get what you need from here and hope it makes you better for the next relationship that you go into, because that is our mission. It's helping one relationship at a time, and whether it's your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your uncle, or your friend, or your partner. You should be comfortable to talk to them. You should feel comfortable enough to share things that make you afraid, or things that you want to see come to fruition. It should be easy to talk about. And even when it's not easy, you should still be able to talk about it. And you should be able to say, this is not easy to talk about. And still talk about it and get it over and done with so you can be better. Like, the communication is the one thing that has to get better with us. We can't be so quick to get mad at one another because something was said off. Or at least give a person a chance to read it and say, you know what, I didn't mean to say it like that. Well, how did you mean to say it? So that I can understand. And even in then read in between the lines, is this a person that's manipulated somebody else and you've seen that, so now they coming over and pulling that line with you so they can manipulate you? Like, pay attention. What we doing?
So true, so true, so true.
But check your intention.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of it, we got to wrap this up. Because y'all know we be on here, we be having things to do, so we got to.
Yes, people. Yes, yes, yes.
I thank y'all for being interactive. When y'all in here coming to my house, I know I'm gonna be a little bit more interactive with you guys. Just because I want y'all to participate. And again, we changing lives out here. So I don't want y'all to be just in the chat. I mean, I want y'all to, engage with one another, but I want y'all also to engage with the content. I want to get y'all thinking. If that's all that I do, get you to think about something, that's all I ever want. I don't want to offend anybody or make anybody feel bad. So if I do that, forgive me. This is me being, I joke around and be funny, but if that's not something that you like, go ahead and tune on to the boring channels and you'll be okay with that. But in the meantime, if y'all want to help y'all's relationship grow and y'all really want to change things up, start doing things differently. I want to be
thinking different, like this word manipulation. Let's think of positively. Like she said, use discernment. Your intention should be to influence and not to control. Let's start thinking of things. Our mind's so easy to go to negative, and I'm speaking from experience because that's what made me really be like, dang, I always say something negative. I had to really go into. My family had a whole intervention on me about being negative. I'm gonna just be transparent. Not this, but I mean, yeah. They did because I didn't even know that I was being negative, but the phrases and things that I said once I look back, I really was being negative. And that's because you're programmed in this world to not to be like, you're not looking at the good times. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I wish this would happen. Oh, it was never, that's what I was doing. Like, what's the song by E40? Something, The Struggle. I forgot. I used to say it all the time. I put it out my mind because the struggle was real and real. Something like that. Oh, I can't think of it.
I know what you said.
But that used to be my phrase, and my kids was like, "No, mom, like something. You're putting that out there." And I was like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "No, that is no." I can't think of it. It's something about the struggle.
Yeah,
it was a phrase. See, that's how much I put it out my mind.
That's great.
Yeah, because I used to say it all the time, but I didn't know I was really saying these negative words and things because I was really programmed to be negative. I wasn't taught to speak life into me. It was like that's a whole nother story. But so I want to just make you aware of certain words and phrases and try to find the light in it. Try to find the good in it. And try to find the good in yourself. And manipulate yourself to do good and manipulate others to do good with good intention. Because intention matters. That's all I have to say about that.
So we coming up on time. Do you have any last words that you would like to give the people out there?
Well, thank you, Holistic Royalty by Kellis, for welcoming me on this nice, comfortable couch. It was nice lounging over here. I'm gonna go to the other side of on the other part of the land to my palace now. No, thank you for having us and joining us on the Q&A. Thank you for interacting, you guys. And make sure you tune in to everybody that we mentioned and shown. And don't tell a friend, bring your friend. Be ready for the next ships, okay? We're gonna have some smooth selling. It's gonna get a little rough sometimes. Sometimes we get them waves, we start hitting them waves, and then we just smooth it on out in these relationships, okay? But thanks again, Holistic Royalty by Kellis, and everybody that joined us in the chat. And I say peace and love to everybody.
Ooh, peace, love, and hair grease. And y'all, I thank y'all for coming over here and spending y'all's time with us as we grow our channels. We're getting things. We're off to a really great start. And the one thing that I wanted, like I said, is keep encouraging y'all to do what y'all know how to do, just get started. Because sometimes the implementation is you just getting started. Implementing that you just get started. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Again, like I said, I started out with my bed yoga because I don't want you to have an excuse. When you're already in bed, you don't have an excuse why you can't bend your legs over or touch your toes, or unless you really can. And then I'm gonna give you something else. So start where you can with everything that you do. Start where you can. Start with what you have, and then build on that. Because understand that you already have the building blocks before you get the full framework. So start where you can and build where you can. And then the things that are not working, see how you can refine those things to make it easier on yourself. Don't stress yourself out. Ain't no reason to stress yourself out. But do the things that you love to do so that you can be better. And cut off the things that don't work for you. And that'll be better for you as well. Any questions out there for you guys? Have some questions? Huh? Because this is Q&A. Any questions? You are so welcome, Mouthpiece. Thank you.
Thank you for your participation.
Any questions before we close this up? I'm gonna give y'all about 1.1 seconds. One, I'm done. Okay, yeah, no.
Dang, they can't even type one. No, the end. Why?
Yeah. No, but this is a Q&A. If y'all don't have any questions, like I'll literally give y'all a couple of moments to ask us questions in regards to speculation or whatever. But until then, I want y'all to have a good evening. Again, one thing that I tell y'all is I love and I thank y'all for showing up for me and us. But most importantly, thank you for showing up for yourself, because that's what counts the most. I love seeing it because it looks good on me. So I just need y'all to remember, keep y'all head up out there. Because if you hear another day, it's another day for you to do good work. Right. So, we out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
You tapping, you boys. Yeah. Got it deep. Yeah. We asking one question tonight. Where the love?
Where's the love?
Is it him or is it us? He say she tripping, she say he don't show enough. Where's the love while we keep switching it up? When it won't honesty, men just won't trust.
Where's the love?
Everybody talking tough, but when the heart break, everybody hush.
Where's the love?
Maybe we both messed up.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Where is the Love? We're glad you tuned in.
Blessings on blessings, everyone. We appreciate you for sharing your time with us
You want
today.
peace but don't give respect. Then wonder why my attitude, nigga. You say I'm emotional, I say you cold. You say relax, I say be bold. You say loyalty, I say time. Love ain't words if you never show sign. Now
She looking confused like,
what did I do?
now she looking right back like,
You know the truth,
she
huh?
looking right back like,
You know the truth.
yo.
Where is the love?
Is it him or is it us? He say she tripping, she say he don't show enough. Where is the love while we keep switching it up? Women want honesty, men just want trust.
Where is the love?
Everybody talking tough, but when the heart break, everybody hush.
Where is the love?
Maybe we both messed up. Tune in tonight, let's talk about us.
He said, I'm working hard just to build my name.
We lift ships up, never tear them down. Yeah, we building, not breaking. Say that. Dream out. You don't gotta shrink in here. Your story got weight. So bring every ship. Let it dock. Let it be seen. Let it be set free. You're safe now. Welcome home.
Georgia, 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 Georgia.